Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Kingdom Rush Frontiers. This game is developed and published by Ironhide Game Studio, and releases on March 28th, 2023. Unfortunately, we don't have the price yet. Oh, actually, sorry, I am lying. The price is not, it's $10. I was looking at something wrong on my little piece of paper. So yeah, what is Kingdom Rush Frontiers? It's a tower defense game. We're going to go ahead and dive into a new save here so you can kind of see the game from the beginning, where you can have 3 different difficulty settings here. We'll start into normal, just for the sake. And the way this game works is you progress through a kingdom through basic levels. You'll get to gain upgrades to progress how your units and towers work. You'll get a full glossary of the game, as well as tons of achievements that you can work forward and toward for your particular save, and then different heroes that you can level up and progress as well. There's been a couple other games similar to this on the console, so we probably won't talk crazy long into this game, because I know we've covered some of their other stuff in the past. But yeah, let's talk about what I think. As far as tower defense games, I really love these kind of games, and I think they're really easy to get a new player into the game. This game does a really good job at explaining how tower defense games work for anybody that's new, and if you already know how these things work, you can simply sip your buttons. The way it kind of progresses is you're going to have enemies coming from one location, and you need to build towers to defend those locations. And how you place and build your towers with the money that you have on the top left of your screen sets you up for success. Now, the way the game works is if more than 20 units cross the point of no return, the barrier that you need to stop them at, the game will end, and that will be the end of your run, and you will lose the game. So, strategically placing your targets in certain zones are going to be what set you up for success to play throughout this game. It's pretty simplistic and easy to manage. You just have to make sure whatever lanes that the units are coming through, you set yourself up to be successful in whatever's coming for you. The game also has some different abilities and things that you can unlock in the game, such as spawning units or different attacks, and the game does a really good job of introducing you to these different things in the game, in a very slow pace, but something that's not too difficult to kind of get through and understand. Don't feel, dismayed, I guess would be a word to use, if you're seeing yourself fail at the game and not get the 3 stars. This game's actually pretty brutal at what you need to do to complete out areas and levels, so keep that in mind while you're playing. We also have the ability to issue our commander here, which is going to be like your unique character, who's kind of like your super tough boss guy that can really help you out with different areas, as well as you can see different stats for your commander and different things that are going on in the game down below that you can trigger with your LB bumper. Outside of that, this is kind of how a tower defense game works. You'll eventually get to where you can upgrade your towers that'll basically improve how they play and how they work. And the different synergies that you build with your towers are going to be what set you up to either succeed in the mission you're playing in or fail in the mission that you're playing in. As you can see, it looks like we're going to have one guy maybe get through us on the bottom left there, so that's going to take away one of our health. And to get a 3-star, you have to beat the entire thing without taking any damage. If you have one guy get through, you're generally not going to get any of those stars, and in this case it looks like they did get through and beat us. I am going to kind of back out here and jump into my other save just so you can see a little bit more of the game that's there. So we'll dive back to our main menu, hop into my other save, and show you a little bit of what I've unlocked. I've really been focusing on 3-starring areas, but you can see I can get different upgrades to upgrade what my towers can do, and I've already been unlocking different heroes as well as upgrading those heroes. So we'll dive into like one of these little later areas where you could see that they get much more complex, and you'll probably need things like guides and stuff to really help you be beneficially capable of getting through this. So for me, I like to use, my rocket guys to kind of build barriers and lines of defense for me, and then just everything else that you do throughout, it's really going to be what sets you up. Hey, looks like I also got an achievement while doing this, so that's even better as well. And just figuring out how to do the certain towers you have going on and your upgrades that you want to set up and prioritize are really up to you when it comes to how you're going to play. Now, the game starts to introduce, I don't know if I can view the encyclopedia, a lot of different and unique enemies that you're going to have to deal with. And it really does a good job at you know, bringing you a lot of new content and different things you can deal with. As you can see, I've got the ability to do like little meteorite attacks, to, you know, customize my deck to make my session and experience a lot better for me. As far as controls, the game is super easy and basic to use. You're basically using your, you know, analog stick to navigate between your towers. You might use your analog stick to command with the pointer where your heroes need to go, and that's pretty much it with what you're going to do control-wise in the game. You know, working to prioritize which towers you need to have focus in a certain area, and how you redirect those troops is going to be key for you to succeed and score the score that you need to completely get, you know, 3 stars or even progress and unlock the next area. As far as in achievements, it's hard for me to really tell much because they're not really showing yet. It's the game's not out, so unlocking anything for this game has been kind of, hey, that's cool, let's see what else I can get. But I know the achievements will be live soon, so you'll be able to see those. Now, as far as an opinion if this game's worth picking up, $10, it's a fun little tower defense game, and these games are generally pretty fun. There's a couple different styles that I've seen come out, and I believe Ironhide Game Studio used to work with a different, Ironclad, or, you know, why am I saying it wrong? Ironhide Game Studios worked with a different publisher at one point, and now they're self-publishing. Maybe they can correct me in the comments down below, but I know I've played some other games of theirs in the past. But yeah, outside of that, this is kind of the basis of the game. As far as an opinion of, you know, buy, sale, pass, pick it up, is it worth it? For $10 if you want a tower defense game, it is enjoyable. But if you have some of the other tower defense games that I believe they put out, it's pretty much the same thing. So I'd say this is a game that's for fans of tower defense games. But if you, you know, have never played tower defense games, this is an easy game to learn and dive into that genre and, you know, give you a fun experience of playing with. Outside of that, that's about all I have to say about the game. As far as anything else, let me know down below in the comments if you are curious or have any questions. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great rest of your day.